I hired a professional hibachi chef to feed over 100 stray animals. I'm sure it comes to a surprise to no one watching this channel, but I love animals. But the sad truth of it is there are millions of animals just waiting to be adopted every single day, and only a very small amount of them actually do. I wish I could adopt them all, but that's just not realistic. But what I can do is get on the internet, look for the best hibachi chef in my area. Then I hired said hibachi chef, had him come down to the animal shelter to make sure that these animals get the best meal they've ever eaten. Animals are amazing, they really do deserve this, and quite frankly, we don't deserve animals. The shelter knows I'm coming and they know about the chef, but what they don't know is I'm also bringing hundreds of dollars worth of food to donate, but more on that later. This is the town of Hempstead Animal Shelter, a no-kill shelter home to hundreds of animals, cats and dogs alike. I was really surprised to see how sweet these animals were right away. It really speaks volumes to how well they're being taken care of. But right after we went inside and started to meet the cats, I got a call from the chef saying he's pulling up, so let's go and meet him.
My name is Chef Nosaya. I'm with Let's Hibachi. Make sure you guys follow Let's Hibachi on all platforms. On the menu today, we have well-done chicken for our furry friends in here.
Well, what's your weirdest party you've done, I guess?
This, absolutely by far. I'm really used to doing like full parties.
While Chef Nosaya got everything set up, we went inside to meet some of the cats.
And they're all getting ready to watch the show outside. They have a beautiful view and a very big window. But before we get started, let's meet some of our furry friends.
This is Parker. He was found behind a store in town about 2 years ago.
Got another little tuxedo.
And he has a little tuxedo girlfriend over here, Sassy.
And the hoarding situation they both came from actually had over 90 cats in the house. They started out with 90 cats and there's only 2 left from that situation. Chef Nosaya, you look ready. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Let's go ahead and get this chicken.
Let's get it done.
In case you're unfamiliar, hibachi is a cooking style where the chef does tricks while cooking the food. But since his food isn't for people, we have him cooking only unseasoned chicken so we can make it as animal safe as possible while they still get a show. Honestly, I wish I told him to bring extra because I'm getting hungry watching.
Let's Hibachi!
One of the tricks they always have you do at hibachi is throwing up the food and catching it in your mouth. But today's about the animals, so we brought out one of the dogs to try.
3, 2, 1. Oh!
He missed, but we gave him another shot.
Yeah!
And he got it, but I wanted to see if I could do it first try. I failed, but the chicken was ready, and before we got into more tricks, we put it into bowls to cool off. Because obviously you can't feed animals super hot chicken.
We got all this food ready for the cats right here, and we even have some left over for the dogs. We're trying to get all these animals fed today.
Then I was told we had an extra special trick, and I still can't believe it. Chef Nosaya started to juggle and breathe fire. This might be the craziest thing I've ever seen. He also challenged me to see if I could throw and catch an egg in my hat.
2, 1.
I missed. And I missed again. But then I thought about all the animals we're helping today and I just couldn't let them down.
I got it.
Oh!
And I missed again. Also, Let's Hibachi hooked it up with one last trick. The food cooled off and it was time for us to bring it in. And Chef Nosaya let us know he wanted to come in and feed some of the cats too.
We got the first bowl ready for Bubby right here. Let's get him fed. Here you go, buddy.
I just want to remind you all of this is only possible with your support, so double check that you're subscribed, and if you're not, hit that button. It really does mean the world to us.
Yeah, Checkers. Only the best of the best for these animals. Checkers is super sweet, and she's 13 years old. If you're on Long Island or in the New York area, and you think your home will be a good fit for Checkers, check out all the links in the description, and there'll be one on where you could apply to adopt.
As we kept feeding them, we looked back over and Checkers finished that bowl fast, so we made sure to serve her up some seconds. We got to work breaking up some of the chicken when a new cat arrived, and since he got here while we were at the shelter, they told us we could pick the name. Chef Nosaya cooked up all the food. It was only right to give him the honor, and he said,
Mochi. So now we're gonna be feeding Mochi some chicken.
But don't worry, his stay at the shelter ended up being really short because just 2 days after shooting this, we got a text that he got adopted. We stopped by to see some of the dogs, and unfortunately we didn't get to feed them ourselves, but all of the chicken was left at the shelter and fed to them by the staff.
So now we're in the ISO room with a bunch of the cats. For sterilization purposes, we're not gonna go too far into the cage. I'm just gonna drop the food and close it, just because we don't want to touch in one and then possibly spread a disease to another cat.
Although we couldn't hang with these cats too long, I am super glad we could get them fed. When we were getting the bowls to the cats, we actually got surprised with some kittens.
Also, I know there's a ton of people out there who think it's only adult animals at shelters, but they have tons of kittens as well. Even if you're not local to this one, make sure you check out your local shelter before you go and just buy a cat. So the cats in this room are a little more shy. They need a little more of an easygoing environment. We got Powder right here next to us. We got Finley, Jinx, and Archie under the couch. And Sad Eyes over here taking a nap. Since they're not in cages or anything, I'm thinking we could just leave like 5 bowls out for them. Let's hope they share.
Finally, we went through and unpacked all the extra food and treats we were leaving with the shelter. We donated a bunch of dry food, wet food, and Layla's favorite, liquid treat.
And I just want to remind you all again, all of this is only possible because of you. Now let's take a deeper dive into why and how.
Purrs By Layla is a catnip brand we started to help animals in need. Right now, more than 100% of what we make is being donated, and the best part is you get to see where in real time. A lot of the time with random charities, it's shady. You don't get to know if your money's really getting donated. But buying Purrs By Layla, you get a great product, and you get to see where your money is going with videos like like this. It is 100% organic. I truly believe it's the best catnip in the world. And if you don't believe me, check out these reviews. We said goodbye to the animals and the amazing people at the shelter, and that brings us here with you. We want to say again, thank you so much for your support. Being able to do things like this is such a dream come true, and none of this will be possible without the amazing people on the other side of the screen. We love you all so ridiculously much. God is good. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things that helps this video reach more people so we could help more animals. Now, girly, tell them follow for more.